Hello everyone, this is Indrajit Ganguly, and after a long time I met with you in the virtual class. I hope all of you are really fit and fine in this global pandemic situation, which is very important. I hope you remember that, students, I am continuing with you the syllabus, that is the chapter which is from the history syllabus of NCERT, that is chapter number 3, Nazism and the rise of Hitler. And I have completed till topic number 3, that is the Nazi worldview. I hope, students, when you read the chapter and when you understood the chapter, and I think you realize that this chapter is the most interesting chapter which you have in the class 9 syllabus in social science, right? But the thing is, all the chapters which are included in the history syllabus, these are most interesting. But the problem is that I could not give you live lesson and could not interact with you and could not tell you more interesting stories about these chapters. It was really unfortunate for me. But anyway, we have no other choices, but we have to follow the rules and regulation. Anyway, students, today I am starting with a new topic, that is topic number 4 from the chapter 3, Youth in Nazi Germany. In this topic, you will understand that the new education policy which was introduced by Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany. Basically, from this topic, you will understand about what was the nature of the Nazi schooling system. This topic is very interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Adolf Hitler believed that a strong Nazi society could be established by teaching children Nazi ideology. Now, the question is, what is Nazi ideology, right? I hope you remember that in my last class, in the last videos, that is from the topic number 3, Nazi worldview, I have told you that about Hitler's conceptions about Charles Darwin. I think you know that Charles Darwin stated that the survival of the fittest theory, which means which species is strongest, they could survive, other would be perish, right? But Adolf Hitler stated that in a different way, that only the strongest Germans, that means the Aryans, they only having the pure blood, they would be survive, and the others like Jews, blacks, gypsies, physically handicapped, they would be perish. So Adolf Hitler used the theory of Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer in a different way, and he proposed a racial hierarchy in the German society, right? So this is called the Nazi ideology, and Adolf Hitler believed that all the German children should know about the Nazi ideology. Okay, so this is the first thing, the first nature of the new education policy which was introduced by Adolf Hitler. Second, all schools were cleansed and purified. Now, what does it mean? All schools are cleansed and purified. This means that teachers who are Jews or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed. So, Jewish teachers were not permitted, whatever their qualifications. They may be a very good teacher, but Jewish teachers were not permitted to give lessons to the pure German, to the pure Aryan German. Okay, so these teachers were thrown out from these schools. Let me tell you an interesting thing, that I hope you heard the name of Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein, he was a famous mathematician and he was a famous scholar from the physics, who introduced the theory called E is equal to mc square, right? Albert Einstein was Jewish, but still, Albert Einstein was the greatest of that time, but Hitler could not permit him to live in German society. So Adolf Hitler, because of the torture, because of the policy which was taken by Adolf Hitler against the Jews, Albert Einstein did not have any choice. Then he has to leave Germany, and whenever he decided to leave Germany, America welcomed him, and we all know what was the contribution of Albert Einstein towards the mankind. Okay, so all schools were cleansed and purified. No Jewish teacher were permitted to give lesson to the pure German children. Okay, next. Children were segregated. It was another interesting thing. That means that undesirable children like Jews, physically handicapped, blacks, gypsies, Polish were thrown out of the schools, and even they are not sit with the Aryan German children. Okay, next one, that is school textbooks were rewritten, and Adolf Hitler in German school introduced racial science, and mathematics textbooks were written on the basis of the concept of stereotype. What is the concept of stereotype? Suppose there is a one mathematics lesson is there, suppose for the children, 10 Jewish children are there, 10 Jewish people are there. If 5 were killed, if 5 were eliminated, how many Jewish people are existed? These types of mathematics lessons were given, were included in the syllabus. So this is a new education policy introduced by Adolf Hitler. Next, Adolf Hitler believed that in the Nazi schooling system, children were taught to be loyal and submissive, taught to be loyal for the nation and submissive towards Adolf Hitler. It is the most important thing. Next, Hitler believed that the children they were nurtured the spirit of violence and aggression. That's why in a curriculum, boxing was introduced. I think you know that in recent times, physical education and sports were introduced by the CBSE in the schools, right? Because why did this important? Because I think you know that because physical education and sports, it's are very important to enhance our capability, enhance our flexibility and body fitness, correct? And sports are very important to grown up the sportsman spirit, right? But Hitler believed that the sports can be one thing which could nurture the spirits of violence and aggression. So the sportsman spirit and all the body fitness, flexibility, all these things are not important. Only it could nurture this concept of violence and aggression. That's why Hitler introduced in the curriculum boxing. The boxing was introduced in the curriculum. So this is about the topic, that is the new education policy that was introduced by Adolf Hitler. Remember students, this topic is very important for 5 marks question. This is it for today. In my next class, I will discuss with you that how Hitler deal with the women who belong to the Nazi society. Thank you and have a nice day.